And welcome back to SA Sports Show. I'm Greg Anderson. Thanks very much for enjoying the show. It's so far been very, very good. My next guest, Chris from Volleyball SA.
Pleasure to be here,
mate. I'm looking at the sheet here. You've got plenty on at the moment.
Oh, mate, it's a busy time for the volleyball world.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of events happening. Let's start talking about some of the stuff we were chatting about just previous.
Sure.
What's happening? What's first off the rank? Let's go first off the rank.
All right. So the 14th of September, so this coming Saturday, we've got our South Australian Volleyball League finals held up at Mount Lofty Community Centre.
Yep.
It's the home of Saville at the moment, and we've got everything from our Div 1 men's and women's all the way through to our state league teams playing for a final. So playing into finals, I should say. So
this is a big weekend.
Yeah, it's a huge weekend. It's pretty much the biggest weekend for our indoor teams at the moment, which is huge. It kicks off from 9 a.m. So if you want to see some volleyball action, get down there or get up the hill.
And how long have you been involved with volleyball?
I'm pretty new to the volleyball community. I've been here for about 3 months now. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind journey.
Brand new.
Very brand new.
So what got you into volleyball yourself? Or?
I'm a big sports fan, so I played rugby myself outside of the volleyball world.
A bit of strength there. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but I've always been involved in sports one way or another, and just saw the opportunity come up.
It's one of those sports. I love playing it as a kid. You know, when you had phys ed and they said, right, we've got volleyball. So like, how good's that? It's fantastic. And then you watch it in the Olympics and you think, right, I'm going to join a club. I love it. And then but I don't, because I'm playing footy or doing athletics.
Correct.
But it's just such a wonderful sport as a spectator. Yeah, but also, to play, it's just magnificent.
Yeah, it's a cracking good sport. I mean, we have participation right from primary school levels with our spike games, all the way through the our senior competitions with Saville and our beach volleyball season as well. And then we've also got our social that runs weekly at Adelaide City Beach, Mawson Lakes Beach. Yeah. Been really good.
Well, because someone's coming on, and I've looked down Glenelg, and you're very lucky to get a piece of sand down there because it's just so many beach volleyball courts happening. It's and what about the difference it's made? Since we won that gold medal in the Olympics, what would it be, 12 years ago now?
Correct.
Wow, it just turned volleyball into this whole new sport, really, wasn't it?
Definitely.
It was amazing.
Definitely. I mean, the visibility of the sport definitely grew. Yeah. And then from there, we've seen...
Bikini helps for the women, of course.
Oh, yeah, correct. And, we've got some very good local talent that live in Adelaide and play, professionally at the national level and then at the Olympic level as well. We've got Maria Fay and Talika Clancy, who,
So they're in the Olympic squads?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
They're currently ranked, I think... I can't remember their ranking, but they're quite high up. I think second at the moment. So, they've just won a couple of medals recently, so they're looking well on their way to achieving that.
That's
that
brilliant.
Goal,
yeah,
which is great.
And they're a South Australian team.
Yeah. So based out of Adelaide, and they train.
Wow.
There. Yeah.
Cool. Could they be the pair that actually represents Australia?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, is that right? So that's how it really works.
Yeah.
So your teammate is your teammate right through.
Yeah, correct.
Well, wouldn't that be fantastic?
Yeah,
Not just an Australian, but it's a South Australian team. Wow. So what else have we got?
Coming up, we've got our Adelaide Storm, which is our representative team for men and women indoor volleyball. That's they're competing in our AVL Super League, so Australian Volleyball Super League, which is coming up pretty soon actually. We've got our 2 home games, the first of which is end of October on the 26th and 27th. And that's against Queensland, and we're playing that again at the Mount Lofty Community Centre. That's for a 5 o'clock and a 7 o'clock game. So
great setup down there.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's just set up for
cracking
it.
Good.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And then our second match is the following week on the 2nd and 3rd of November at the new sporting development at the Lights, which is in Lightsview.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a brand new stadium, and I think we'll be one of the first people to use it there, which is pretty handy. But if you want to find out more, just keep up to date on our Facebook page.
Facebook page, perfect. Because actually, there's a couple of schools I know. I think Wollonga's High is one. I think there's one in the high school at the Hills. They actually specialise. The program is on volleyball.
Yeah, so Heathfield.
Heathfield High, of course. Yeah. So that's brilliant to actually, for volleyball to actually have schools that actually just really specialise that as a sport for the school.
Yeah, we've got a few out there. So not just Heathfield and Wollonga, but we've also got Brighton down there.
Of course.
Yeah, who have that huge gym out the back, which is really good.
Oh, that's brilliant. Henley High as well. Was that? Do they also do a scholarship for volleyball and sports in general?
So. I believe so. I mean, Henley's such a big sporting school, so in general. So
what are the numbers? What are they like? What are the numbers like now?
Volleyball's got a huge participation rate, I should say. Year on year, it keeps growing, and we see more and more kids get involved in our spike zones, and then that feeds into our clubs. Our clubs get bigger, then more teams.
But it's really chipping from the base. So is it really chipping at that, as you were saying, those programs at the young and then into the schools?
Yeah.
So do you have a team within your team that actually also does goes out to the schools and does all the teaching and setting up all the equipment and just giving the phys ed teacher a bit of a day off and we'll do it all or something after school?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got a very good team of casual helpers that are very well involved in the community, and they go out and deliver our sporting schools program. So they go out and deliver a bit of training about volleyball through our spike zone and get kids used to seeing
spike
volleyball.
Zone. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's great.
It's a really good concept. It starts off with the kids using a lighter ball and a modified net and whatnot, and then it progresses through to a bit more junior participation in the indoor world, and then goes from there, really. Yeah.
Oh, that's just fantastic. Just the other thing with the Olympics, how much time now do you focus? Some of your, I suppose, stars here in South Australia to look at getting themselves prepared for the Olympics next year?
Yeah, so I suppose that's Volleyball Australia looking at that more so as a whole.
But you look at it first, so you'd have to talk pretty closely to Volleyball Australia.
Yeah,
and say,
definitely.
Well, we've got some really key athletes here in South Australia. We want them in the program.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So with that, it comes more so from our academy head coach, Edwina McCarran.
Yeah.
She and her team are really good at picking out some talent and developing them through our Pathways program. So volleyball is one of those unique sports that has a direct pathway through to elite performance levels with Olympics and whatnot.
Yeah. So the growth. I know we were just talking just briefly. Are we talking every year you're up 5-10%, and it's because it's such a popular sport.
Correct. It is growing in popularity. I mean, I couldn't give you the exact numbers, but I know that year on year it just keeps growing and growing. We see more kids getting involved through that junior development and coming through to our clubs, and then our clubs again growing and whatnot. And it's to the point now where we're seeing. I mean, our sporting schools program has grown. I can't remember the exact thing, but it's crazy.
At school, it's just
credit.
I can remember being at school
there
myself, and just we had so many phys ed lessons with volleyball, and it's such a fun, exciting sport. Just give that run again for this weekend.
Yeah, sure. So this weekend we've got our SA Volleyball League Grand Final.
That's huge. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing some really good clubs kick off and compete for that final win, and that kicks off 9 a.m. at the Mount Lofty Community Centre.
Oh, get down there, watch some of our best play volleyball, and if it's something that you're interested in, give Volleyball SA a call and find out how to play this magnificent sport. And who knows, I could be speaking to a one-day Olympian.
That's it.
Fantastic. Chris, thanks very much for coming in. All the very best. You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And we'll be back after the break.